Sell them for extortionate money.
You could. Hello and welcome to Flooring Models. Don't do it. Trust me, they could be around soon. Sooner than you think. Well, hopefully. Hello and welcome. Good afternoon, everybody who is live with us. I just need to move my camera angles, I think, a bit. In fact, I haven't even got a clue if the overheads are on. Hold on, let me just check my head. To be honest, we've just a little bit behind here. Where is my overhead camera settings?
Yeah. Professional as usual.
Professional as ever. Oh look, Matt's been taken over by my camera things. Let me move my camera. Oh, we don't want it in that one either. Where are we? That'll do. Roughly there. Hold on. Cameras? Oh yeah. No. We're all good. We have cameras. Hello everybody in live chat. Hopefully you can see us and hear us. It feels like ages since we've done this.
It is. That's at least 3 weeks, is it? 2 weeks?
Yes. We are. It is 3 weeks now.
3 weeks, isn't it? Yeah. I say we're just discussing. I've got no idea where I am with.
Yes, with the old Buccaneer. Let me
Yeah.
move that out the way. Try and move all this out the way. Try to keep it nice. David says, hello, finally I was able to get a couple of the 80k Extreme Metals. They sent me a miserable jar of paint.
Mislabeled.
Oh, sorry, mislabeled, sorry. Jar of paint to be dull aluminium instead of pale brass. Pale brass. Pale brass. I've got pale brass. Cool, that looks like a sample on the top. There's not a lot of pigment in that. It's a tiny little smidgen at the bottom. Why is Matt looking like Compo from Last of the Summer Wine? At least we know we're live.
Yeah.
He's with his northern roots.
Because it's cold in here and I need an haircut.
Yes.
So I've covered it up with my beanie.
Right, okay, let me just try and sort this all out a little bit. If I move that somewhat here, I might be able to do both. I'm just paranoid. Let me just turn that off a minute and we'll try and make us, let me just make sure we're all good. So Matt is full screen and then, oh, that's not full screen. That's me full screen. This is because yesterday I was playing with all the cameras and everything else. Right, if we go splitty thing here, hold on. If I go over here, Matt can sort of go there and I'll go a little bit bigger there. And then Matt goes a little bit bigger here. There we go. We'll be something like that. Is that better, everyone? Now I'll move over. If Matt moves that way. There we go. Try that. Is that better? Zello, did Matt survive the floods? Actually, it's very close, wasn't it? You can tell them the story of how close we got to being flooded out.
Well, less than half a mile down the road.
Yes.
And then the other, at the bottom of the... we've got an extra car park from those who've been will know where it is, but at the bottom of there's some more units and they flooded. The sewers went, so they got nice.
Proper done.
Yes, proper
That's not
so,
good.
yes, so no, we were all right. We apparently, when this was built, because I was talking to the lad who owns next door.
Yeah.
Or rents next door, should I say, and he was saying when these units were built, they built higher because of the flooding. He's done it so far up.
So a bit of forethought. Thank God for that. Cause...
Yeah, but say not less than half a mile from here, it caught. They really got it quite bad. And then the other end of the A19 going out of Bentley back towards the M62, there's a Lidl's and they copped it really bad as well. So yes, it's not been good. And then obviously the outskirts and some, because I had a customer in. I had a customer in on Saturday. And he's ordered something from us, and I was talking to him, and he works down where the ambulance station is.
Yeah.
His work got done, and then his home flooded as well.
Oh, God.
So he got it double whammied. So I was like, poor so and so. Do you know what I mean?
Proper not good.
No, not at all. So, but yeah, it's all subsided. Went to anyway, and actually it's quite nice there. It's a bit cold.
Yes. Very nice. I must admit, it's been lovely down in here. We had a very nice red sky this morning, which is always a good sign. But I must admit, it's quite mild. We had a couple of good frosts, but now it's gone back to normal. So it's just going to be wet and miserable. But the sun is actually out now. I can see it through the blinds. So that's not too bad at all. We are trusting everybody is well with us after our little mini break. Say a break. Doesn't feel like it. I've been literally out in the unit. Last night I was doing it, and again this morning, and I'm happy to report that everybody who ordered a mug before 9 a.m. this morning from Europe and America, they've all been sent. They have all gone. The UK ones, just to make it a bit easier for my post office, I'm holding back till tomorrow, because if I can take them and they'll all be exactly the same size for single mugs and dual mugs, it'll be easier for them to do it as well, because they can just print off hundreds of labels and stick them all in, and away they go. So I've said to them I've done it in 2 lots. So everybody who's ordered the UK ones, they'll hopefully, or I would say half of them will go out tomorrow, then I'll get the other half out on Friday with that. But thank you to everybody who's ordered a mug. They're still available. I have got a few more coming anyway, because I'm pretty sure I cocked up and about the amount that I put out on the site. So I've got a few more coming just to make sure it's all good. So
Cool.
yes. David, you got chest pains. That's not good. Go and get yourself seen.
Yeah, definitely.
If you've got that numbness in your arm,
Yeah.
a bit of a pain in the chest and your face is dropping, it's time to go and get yourself seen. Definitely. That's just moving the
100%.
camera angles just a little bit. There we go. That should all be good. So anyway, technically it is review day, but because I've been doing the mugs, I haven't actually had a chance to do it yet. What I'll do is at 4 o'clock when we come off air, I will actually go off and I will sit down, clear this, and I'll get the review done for the P38. So that is my plan for today. And then obviously I've got the ordnance sets and all the other bits and pieces I'll make my way through. But the mugs are sort of taking it a little bit out of us. So Matt, anything new come in this week?
Well, I was hoping for a delivery today, but it's not turned up. So, no, unfortunately not.
Yes.
So, yes. Unless it comes while we're on here, it could do, I don't know, but it's not arrived yet. I say we've had a standard stock order from a said company just literally arrived before we started, but there's nothing new in it really. It's just what, replacing what sold at Telford. So no, unfortunately nothing at the minute. We're just waiting on this said order, the other one. So yes.
Nice.
So,
Very
I
nice.
know. So nothing to show.
Nothing to show and tell. How much is a mug to the Philippines? I have no idea, David. It's just flat rate postage system that we use. So I've got a feeling it's a tenner, because that's the rest of the world price for under half a kilo. And I think the mug actually weighs 405 grams, which is really annoying because it screws up the thing a bit. But yes, so I should think it'd be the standard tenner. So if you order 2, I think it works out at 15 with the postage, because of the way the weight works. Again, the weight's a bit of a nightmare, because I thought it was going to roughly be the same as a pack of washes or a pack of sanders, the big packs, but it's not.
No.
Do a review live with the P38. I did actually think about doing that. We could sit here and I'll do a live review with a head down camera with the others all running. But that'll use up half of our show doing this. So but yeah, plus about you guys, I've done it once before and it's so distracting where people say show us the other bit, and then I ended up doing it, and what should have been like a 10-minute review turned into 45 minutes. There is one out there where I actually did do it live a few years ago. It's as bad as when you get the guys here and they're all sat opposite you when you try and do a review as well, and they're making funny gestures and things. That's never easy either. But no, we will get that one out.
It's a nice kit, apparently.
It is. I must admit, I have had a look through, and I spoke to Jen and Drew. If you went to Telford, they're the ones that were on the Hobbyco stand. They did the models for them. And it turns out it was Jen's that you saw, Matt.
Was it Jen's, was it?
That was Jen's, yeah.
Oh, not Drew's. Okay,
No.
what, that's actually in
A
the
Hobbyco.
showroom
Yeah.
at Hobbyco?
Yeah.
Well,
Drew's done one as well, which will be now at Hobbyco, but apparently it was Jen's that was there because Drew hadn't done his yet at that time when you were there. So
I say I owe her an apology then, because I thought it was either Spencer's or Marcus's, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, really nice as well. I've got pictures of that on my phone for when I went. So yeah, well done. Good job.
very, very nice indeed. Yes, they do tend to have a bit of a panic, and actually for the first time, because they don't let me normally have it, I've got official Royal Mail post sacks.
Have you?
I have, because normally they won't give them to you now, and it's like,
Yeah.
why? And they will say we're not allowed to give them out because they have special zip tags and stuff on them. And I was like, I only want a post bag. So when I explained it to her, because I turned up with bags for life like you do, 6 bags for life I go in there with, and she's like, what's that? And I said, you're going to love me for the next couple of days because you're going to get this every day for the end of the week. And she was like, right, okay. So anyway, they give me official bags, but they all will go out. I'll get them all sorted and everything else. As for the AMK F14, I was, to be honest, supposed to get one. Blame Martin. But Martin is sending me one, and I've messaged Martin about it literally yesterday. So hopefully I'll get the F14 here next week. It's just that they had an allocation, as you might imagine, for the show and sold out at the show. So he was saying he'll have a reorder which is due in the next week or two, and as soon as he does, he's going to send me one to play with. Hence, whilst I've got this, which is a bit useless, but that's why I've got this. This is the weapon set that goes with it. So hopefully it will be nice. But again, I haven't even opened this up, but I'm hoping it's all one piece slip molded or slide molded. What's the difference between slip and slide?
I have no idea.
I had a troll on the internet and he's posted up in there, I think I've either put slip or slide molded, and they've gone, I think you'll find it's whatever the other one is. And I'm like, really? Okay.
Isn't it slip molding?
Yeah, I think it's slip molded.
I think.
Or slide molded, but I thought slip and slide was basically the same thing.
Oh, hey, I'll ask Lydia when I see her, because she's slipped or slid over in the playground this morning and going for school and smashed her face in, apparently.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Leslie left her with a cold compress on her face in the office.
Oh, no. Bless her.
So, that'll teach her to run around with her hands in her pockets, though, won't it?
Yeah, don't do that, even if you're cold.
Even if you're cold, yeah. So, let's see how bad her face is when I see her later. But yes, yeah, I've got no idea. I think it's slip molding, isn't it, they call it? But
yes.
There you go. I don't know.
One or t'other. Alan says he saw the Spencer Pollard part building it at Telford and said it almost clicks together. Pretty much, you have to think that all the Tamiya stuff now is just clicking together. It is literally that good. Having built a few of theirs recently, they are beautiful to do. And I was speaking to the guy who had the F14, the AMK one, who built it, because he had one on display. And I've got photos of it, which I haven't actually put up on the site. I should do, but I took a load of close-up photos, and he picked it up for me and moved it around. But also, he was saying that the wings come off, so you could, in theory, take the wings off for transportation uses, the same as the Tamiya ones do, and you could swap it out then for putting slats deployed or up and down on it as well. So there is
just that. Talking of F14s, did you know that Academy's released a new 72nd one?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Puking Dogs one or something.
Puking Dogs. I've got that patch here. No.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I've got the Diamondbacks behind me, but I have got their patch, Puking Dogs.
Yeah. God knows where I've seen it, but I haven't. Yeah, it's been released, so I don't know what it's like. So, as you being the F14 aficionado, you'll be getting one to review, I would have thought.
I will.
I think it's probably one of their tricolour homage to Matchbox type plastic ones, but
is it like their B1 that says it's a triple colour kit but actually isn't?
Yeah, yes, there was one. But so that'll stand up if we ever get the Great Wall Hobbies one in for you to review, and obviously the Fine Mold one you've done, I don't know, but it's probably worth a look.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, yes,
definitely.
Be interesting.
No, it would be nice to stick them up and have a look at them.
Yeah.
David actually spent his 70th birthday in hospital having a heart attack. That's not nice.
No, that's not good.
I think the better days.
Yeah.
Is the bit where they do the trace on you. They say, lie there and don't move.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to run around.
That's Gandhi.
Yeah, that's it. David said, finally got a couple. I think I read this one out because I misdid it. It said he mislabeled, supposed to be dural aluminium instead. It looks like pale brass. So I ordered some from PM Models. Hope Matt doesn't send me another mislabeled bottle.
But I hope not, because it's popped up, and Leslie's going to post it this afternoon with all the other stuff that's done.
So what have you got? Dural aluminium and pale.
Dural aluminium.
And pale. Let's have a look. Dural aluminium and pale aluminium. Yeah, well, they don't look like anything like each other. Hold on, let me bring up my thing.
Pale brass in it. Is it pale brass?
Hold on, I've got a closer one here. Oh, well, I've got a camera offline. Come back.
Uh-oh.
There we go. So that's dural aluminium.
Yeah, and that's pale brass.
That should look like that. It's got like a brassy fleck to it, and that is pale brass, which is proper brass.
Yeah.
So, yes.
That's proper mislabeled then, isn't it?
Yeah, how the hell they've got them two wrong is beyond me. So, yes, you don't want to get those round the wrong way.
Yeah.
Although, I must admit, some of their colours are very, very close together. We said before, a lot of their metals, like aluminium, dark aluminium and stuff, they're incredibly close together. I will say it, because we've said it on the other shows, but I'll say it for a while, because everyone will keep asking. Avoid using AK Primer as the primer for using extreme metals. I would say play it safe, use Tamiya X1, and just stick it over a gloss coat, acrylic gloss coat, and you'll be absolutely fine. But I've had loads of people message me that it's gone horribly wrong, and it's not working. And I've got a feeling that it's something to do perhaps with it attacking the lacquer based attacking the enamel based stuff.
What's it doing, reacting and cracking?
Yeah, Yeah, if you saw yesterday's show, it looks like Tamiya X11 Chrome. It's really flecky and horrible. It's just not leveling out. So,
Right, okay.
So, and also thank you to everybody. I've had about 3 or 4 of you message me about this stuff, saying to try it with metallics, because apparently this is what it's designed for, this rapid thinner. So yes, I will. I will give it a whirl. We will get Buster out and give him another coat, seeing as you lot rubbed his nose off almost. It was like a genie. Have you seen what happened to him? Because he was at Telford, everybody was picking him up. I had people take photos with him and everything, but everyone's been rubbing the chrome so much, the chrome's wearing off. Literally. Where people were coming up going, oh, that's a nice chrome, and doing this to see if they could rub it off. You could visibly see. I saw one guy get his coat and he's literally going, trying to rub through it to see how hard it was. So, but yeah, so it has faded it off, but it's still on there. It hasn't actually gone through anywhere yet.
Which chrome's that? Is that the...
That's the Molotov on the front.
The Molotov, right?
Yeah, then that's polished aluminium, and then this is that super metallics down here.
Yeah, okay.
So, but yeah, but I had one guy and I was watching, he's like, really giving it some. He's like proper going at it, and I thought he's deliberately trying to see if he can wear through it. But yes, anyway, poor old Buster. I'll give him another coat, he'll be alright.
Yeah, exactly. Just on with that rapid thinner. Obviously, it's in stock here now. I'm back. It'll be up in the store by the end of the week with a couple of other new items in the Hobby Company, Mr. Hobby range that I tin. I'll restock. So yes, that'll be good. Just to let everybody know though, they are out of, and this is the buffer balls.
Yeah.
They're still out of dark iron, and they're out of aluminium.
So what you're trying to say then, if somebody was to have a 4-pack of dark iron...
Oh god, yeah, it'd be worth a fortune. It's right,
offers starting from...
Yeah. Yeah, no, they should be back in the next 3 weeks. I've been told with their other order, but yeah, they've been out for my past few orders ain't had it in, so whether it is a problem, I don't know. But also, yeah, like I say, the rapid thinners is in, and that'll be up. And what else? Oh, right, the cement stuff. Right, I've got in the SP Black.
What's that?
I'll go and get one.
Go and get one, because I have no idea what you're on about now.
Because you might know what this is, because I've got no idea. I know it's obviously black glue.
So is it black coloured? Oh, it is proper black colour.
But what's the SP for?
Pass.
Anybody know? And if so, could you let me know? Because they do a normal Mr. Cement SP, right, which assumes clear, and then they do the black one.
So why would you need a black one?
I have no idea, but
surely that's just going to make a mess.
Look, proper
black.
It is proper black glue. Oh.
Does it stink?
It's not as bad as I know, actually. It's not as bad as... Oh, God, here we go. Solvent sniffing. Oh, it's a lot different to that. It's got a proper different smell to the normal S. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, that's got a really familiar smell to me, and I can't think what it is.
I wouldn't have thought it'd been for seam checking, because don't forget, this is their weld actions. So the thing is with weld actions, it's going to be in there no matter what. If you're using it as a seam checker, you're going to glow right the way through the lot. So
I know, because I can't read Japanese, so got no idea.
Hold on, let me just do a link. The guys are asking for a link. Here comes the link. Looks like that. There we go. Right, there was a couple of questions up here as well. Oh, yeah, saw it on YouTube. Right, okay, Phil, how did your Merc do coming back from Telford? It was horrible driving back, speed cameras everywhere too. Well, we came back on the Monday and we didn't come down the M6, M5, M54, anything else like that. We came down and came out at, Worcester. So we came the scenic route back, which was very nice because it avoided everything on the motorway, because the motorway was chocker. And it was only thanks to my sat-nav. I have to say, this is my mini rant on Mercedes. The sat-nav is absolutely fantastic because it tells you what the problem is. So, for instance, when I left out here the other day, there was a car on fire just round the corner. You think I would have seen the smoke, but I didn't. And it actually comes up and it says car fire and tells you what it is as it actually happened. I don't know how it knows so quick. Obviously, the agency must have a direct line into Mercedes bloody sat nav or whatever it is, but it tells you what it is. And it even tells you what type of accident. So it tells you if it's a shunt, if the car on the roof, how many emergency vehicles. It's brilliant, but it takes forever to start up in the morning. So you sit there and you put in the address, because when I left you, Matt, I turned out onto the end of the drive of the house, literally, and I sat there for 5 minutes whilst the sat nav was trying to sort itself out and find out where it was on the planet.
Oh, okay.
Because it was saying drive to a digitised road and all this crap, and it was like, it's in front of me, I'm here. So it does, it takes around about, I reckon, 3 minutes to calibrate and to get all the information in, and then, so I just went like, go home, and it literally was like, thinking. It's like the slowest thinking thing ever. But I could have got my phone out and got, you know, Google Maps up and done it that way instantly. It is so slow, but when it works, it's very, very good. I'll give it that. It's very clever.
Well, we ended up, because I didn't have the sat nav with the van, we ended up following Michelle back, right? And we ended up out near Cosford.
All right.
But the route it took us, honestly, it was like being down your end going through the country lanes. It was one car wide from being in the Luton.
Yeah.
And I know what Andy's like, not the most patient person. He's ringing up going, wait, what are we doing down here? What are we taking us down here for? We're supposed to be on the main road, and we went a proper scenic route. But we did see a fantastic converted windmill.
Oh, very nice.
What Andy thinks has been on, what's that thing on Channel 4?
Oh, Grand Design.
Andy Signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's convinced it was on that, but it was a bit like, if anything was coming the other way,
that was
we'd have been stuck.
I must admit, I had a similar incident coming up to you a few years ago, if you remember, when my car went in for a service, when I had the old Qashqai, and it had a update to the sat-nav, so instead of saying fastest route, it did shortest. And it took me through Birmingham, literally, it past people's houses. It was literally, if you'd done like as the crow flies, straight line from my house to his, it did that right the way through Birmingham, and we went through some very scenic, nice houses, through people's housing estates and everything out there. And it was like, what the bloody hell? But but it was the shortest route instead of the quickest. I didn't realise it had changed. I just said go to it as normal, and it had changed the settings. So coming back was a bit quicker. But instead of taking like 4.5 hours, it took something like 6 hours to do it. So
I think that's what Shell had put in, or whoever had programmed it in, like you say, it was that. So we got the scenic route rather than obviously the quickest or whatever. So anyway, we got back in one piece without flooding as well, so that's all good.
Yes, definitely. David says, Phil, now in the Philippines, I can get a lot of Mr. Hobby and Mr. Colour paints. It's getting Mr. Colour paints worthwhile for me. I quite like the Mr. Colour lacquer range of paints. They're really nice. Their acrylics are hybrid, very similar to Tamiya. So you can thin them with self-leveling thinners. They're very nice. They do a fantastic colour range. We carry them. I think the only thing you have to worry with them slightly is because they're not like Tamiya's. Tamiya tends to be more acrylic-y in the way they work. They dry quite quick, quite flat, where obviously the gun stuff, some of them are gloss, some of them are satin, some of them are flat. It's not always obvious what you're spraying down at the time unless you read the label closely. So they can be like a colour call out for one, and it might be a flat version, then they'll call out a colour curse for the other, and it may be a gloss version. So you do get some things like that you have to do. And obviously we often spoke about it before, is the eggshell effect. So when you're spraying it, just thin coats, let them dry off or gas off before you overcoat it with clear coats and stuff like that. Otherwise you get the cracking. So if you go over gun stuff and you put down a nice glossy blue, say, and then about a couple of hours later you think, oh, I'll clear coat it with some, acrylic clear, it'll eggshell it, it'll crack. And I've had horror stories, and you can watch them, the videos are up there. Did the Thunderbirds F-16, and the decals went to crazy paving all over it, so I ended up having to hand paint them all in. So but that's the only thing with them. But once you know it and you're aware of it, it's not a problem. It's just that a lot of people don't realise. We've had it come up many times on the live shows.
We have. Can I show you what I picked up?
Go on then.
Oh, somebody picked it up for me, should I say, because we were that busy, but yes.
Hold on, let me put you on full screen. Here he is.
There we go.
Very nice. So are they being cheap by giving like half a cardboard box, or do we think this is saving the planet, or what do we reckon?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't. Because there were two versions of it. Because this is just a sleeve, obviously the colour bit. What the decals you get, try and get the top off it. It's just some, look, just some sort of fancy
sleeve on it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the thinking is behind it, and I don't even know. Was this exclusively just for Telford?
I don't know, to be honest.
Or we're going to see them in general. I've got no idea.
No.
Quite cool though. Will I build it? I don't know.
It's in Luftwaffe markings.
I know. Yeah, I know. That's, to be honest, that's the reason we got them, because it was going to be for the Luftwaffe SIG.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a bit of a flying circus type thing for next year. But it don't fit in with any of the group builds, does it?
Not really.
Or SIGs, or unless somebody in South America flew an Albatross.
They might have done. You never know.
Might have done a bit of research, yeah. But yes, I don't know. But yeah, it's a nice looking kit. So we will see.
Right, Neil says, can you use what 3 words with it, Phil? My Merc has what 3 words is amazing. What's 3 words? I don't know what that is. Anyway, it says, as for incidents, as well as the usual stuff, it picks up what other Mercs have come across and on what route. And the details are transmitted to your nav system. Oh, perhaps that's what it is then. Perhaps that's how it's doing it. Because when we had that car fire, the car was still on fire. That's how soon it was. You know, the car was properly alight just on the dual carriageway out the front here. And I was literally just popping up to Exeter. And bloody came straight into it. Literally came off the slip road and it was all stationary with the car on fire at the top. And it was like, shit, if I'd known and took notice of the sat nav when it said car fire. But I thought, oh well, you know, it'll be a bit somewhere else. But no, it did pick it up. It was me trying to be better than the system.
Was it a Merc on fire?
No, it's a Passat, an old Passat.
Oh right, okay.
So I bet they're happy.
Or not, you never know.
So, but yes. Well, perhaps that's what it is then. It may be doing that. I don't know what 3 words is though. What's what 3 words? I know I've got Mercedes Me, although I'm not paying for it because they want something like a render. So it's like something like 200 quid a year to have it, and it's an app to your phone, so you can start your car on your phone and do all your stuff on your phone. And I'm like, I'm not paying that for that. You can sort off. Right, okay, Phil, thank you. I'll go ahead and get Mr. Colour GX. Yes, their GX range is the clear ones, isn't it, Matt?
Yes, they're good.
They're very good.
They are very good, actually. The GX 100, and then you've got the UV ones and stuff. So, really, I think the GX 100 is one most people use because, say, you're not really going to store your kits outside or in a window, are you? So.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Well, most people don't, I would have thought. So, yes.
Cool. Very good. Right. Okay. So, shall we do some modelling? Can you remember what you were doing?
I have no idea where I'm at. So, through the instructions, and
I must admit, I remember I was rescribing it last time and going through the motions of, and I think we're quite happy.
I bet you're about ready for paint, aren't you?
I'm getting close. I think it was something to do with the tail system I had down in here. So,
because I have, well,
you need to pick your decals as well because I've got the sheet now.
Yes, I know. I haven't even got the front on mine yet.
Right, tails. I've got both tails open and closed. We've got gear doors. We've got wheels.
Oh, I know what I meant to ask you. Have you watched that War of the Wheels?
I did actually. Yes, I did watch that on Sunday night.
I watched it. What day were we on? Wednesday. Yesterday, wasn't it?
Yes.
I watched it yesterday.
What do you reckon?
I'm a bit open-minded about it.
I think it's quite nice that it's done in the last century thing.
Yeah, when it was set, yeah.
Because absolutely. That's the proper version, as I call it, not the Hollywood version.
Yeah.
You know? So I thought that was quite well. And obviously there's direct comparisons to the, what's his name? The bloke who did the musical version.
Oh, Jeff Wayne.
Yeah, Jeff Wayne's version. I think
Yeah.
that's really what they're backing it off, because obviously with Beth and all things like that. So yeah.
They could have played his music at the beginning.
Well, I thought that would be the best
You know,
thing,
you
wouldn't
switch it
it?
on, you are expecting that, aren't you? Like
Yeah. And
the
it's a bit
wardrobe.
like, you know, the bloke who did the voiceover for it as well, the American guy. What was his name? Oh, he
What, the
did.
original?
Yeah, he did the Jeff Wayne's version. He did the, you know, no one would have believed.
Yeah, Richard
That.
Richard Burton.
Yeah, Richard Burton.
He's Welsh.
Oh, is he Welsh? Sorry, Wales. So it would have been good if they'd had him as well doing it. You know, used his voice for it.
Yeah, because they did some lady doing it, wasn't there? Some
Yeah,
was it her who were doing it? Who was the actress?
might have been. Yeah,
I never thought that, to be honest. Now we've just but yeah, no, I think it's got because I talked to John about it last night, and he says there's only 3 episodes.
Oh, is it?
Is that correct?
I don't know.
Because he's put it on a record,
Yeah.
and it says he's record 3 episodes. So
Oh,
I've listened to the audio book, and I'm sure it's longer than 3 episodes worth.
yeah.
Because they must have cut a lot out then if it's
Well, if they are going to
compressed
do
to that,
that.
isn't it?
It's,
Oh.
also, I would have preferred it as well if because obviously now you've got the walkers going around.
Yes.
If they had been a bit more steampunky, because they've gone proper sci-fi with that, haven't they? They look like proper futuristic. It
Yeah.
would have been better if they were a bit more like the original, bit steampunky. That would have been looked better.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So they should have been brass.
Yeah, there should be
Brass and copper.
brass and leather. That's it. So
Right. But yeah, no, I thought it was okay. Because I did start watching that is Dark Materials as well.
yeah,
But I've seen the the original film, and I've actually read the books.
Right.
And to me, like the TV program's really similar, which I know it is because it's obviously based on the book, but to the film that was out of like 10 years ago, whenever it was.
yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know.
I must admit,
Well-
I did watch a little bit of that, and I didn't really get into it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I was struggling, but I think I don't know. I might carry on. And I tried watching that Watchmen. Have you watched that yet?
No, I haven't done that yet. No,
Yeah, that's a bit
I
bizarre.
like the original film.
Yes.
The original film I thought was brilliant.
Yeah.
I think it's very underrated, that film.
Yeah. No, that was a good film. But put it this way, the TV program is nothing like the film.
Yeah. Oh right.
I can't work out even what the sort of not the characters are in it, but like what are the superhero powers? The one I watched, I'm like, well, okay, it's just like people dressed up in suits, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Bit Batman-esque.
Because I watched old Graham Norton, and he had the woman on who's the cop.
Yeah.
So I've got a little bit of a background from that, but I haven't actually seen it because she has like a cape round her waist or something, doesn't she? So
She's like the nun or something.
yeah.
A nun assassin. I don't know. So, but that's about the only TV I've watched lately, to be honest.
The only thing I did watch, which was a bit cringeable, but to be honest, I couldn't sleep because I was coughing my guts up one night last week. So I got up, came down, it's like watching telly like you do. Ended up on Netflix, which is a nightmare. And then I actually started to watch, and it's a Chinese film, but it's based on a true story, and it's called Red Sea or Red something or other. Can't remember which one it is now. And actually, I have to say, considering it was Chinese, I thought the special effects in it were brilliant. The fighting scenes were very good as well. But basically, it's about a special forces, I presume it's like their Marines would be, trying to get some of their people out of, it's like Somalia or somewhere down in that neck of the woods. But apparently, it's a true story. Personally, I can't see it because they were running around in tanks having a tank battle. You know, it's a bit like, did someone leave the keys in it? And all of a sudden, they're just running around in like, T-55s and T-62s and stuff. But but actually, I thought generally it was very well done.
Yes.
So yes, definitely, but definitely worth a watch. I know it's some of it. The weird thing is they've got like translations up because they're speaking in English, and then next thing you know, it's all in Chinese or whatever it is. So it does take a little bit of jumping around to, but if you can do the old subtitles and you like a bit of world cinema, then I highly recommend it. It's good for a no-brainer,
Yeah.
I know, Neil, I haven't seen Mandalorian at all because I refuse to pay. and I don't want to watch it if ideally on some like tiny little fuzzy square, or if somebody's put like interference on it to do a copy version of it. If I'm going to watch it, I'll watch it properly. So, but I will do.
Is that available then? Is it?
Yeah, if you pay, I think it works out $7.99 a month because it's through Disney.
Is this Disney thing? Is it?
Yeah. But the thing is, I've heard it's going to be out in the UK, isn't it? But it's going to come out over here under... oh God, what's the one with the yellow square?
Yellow Square.
Yeah, it's the channel with the yellow square. What's it called?
Oh God.
God.
Sure.
Yes. National Geographic.
Oh, is it going on that, is it?
It's going to be on that. We get it, but we're not getting it and think not for a bit. But again, apparently all the episodes are really short because a lot of people have messaged me about it and telling me all about it, which is like, thanks guys, spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
But like, it's got a baby Yoda in it, and it's like, as it. I haven't seen it. Yeah, apparently it's the first episode's only 38 minutes.
Right.
And then the second episode is very short as well, but there's only so many. There's only like 8 episodes anyway in that. So I'm not paying that amount just for that, you know.
Why are the episodes so short?
Well, it depends what you believe when you read it and all the rest of it. But a lot of people are saying is because it got its budget and all the rest of it, and it was a fixed budget, and they're not sure how well it was going to be received, so they've kept them deliberately short and used the maximum amount they could with that budget, hoping that then the second series they'll be given more of a budget and can do proper full-length episodes. So that's what I've heard. I don't know how true that is. That could be total bollocks, really. But
so, when's this supposed to be set?
It's supposed to be set, I think, 2.5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Well, why is he a baby Yoda then?
Well, he's not. That's what I've said that as well, because I've had sneaky peeks and bits and pieces. But again, it's not Yoda. It's just one of Yoda's clan.
Oh, right. And what are they as a species?
Well, they're not, are they? So
because nobody ever says, do they?
No, that's the thing. Yoda, he's not. Apparently, there's very few of them, and they're supposed to be very force sensitive, and that's all you ever know about it, isn't it? Because you only ever see another one, which is a female one, which was in the prequels, and she's on the committee or whatever it is, you know. So.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it's all you don't know. You sort of make your own thing with it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, let's see what
you think with my Amazon and then with me Netflix and with everything else. I refuse to do another one.
Yeah, because it just adds up.
It's just taking the piss, really. You've got like all these different ones, and now, isn't it, with the new BBC stroke thingy one, isn't it? ITV channel that they've just released as well.
What, Best of British, is it?
Yeah, something like that, isn't it? So it's like, Jesus Christ, where'd you stop?
Yeah.
Just so you can watch reruns of like Faulty Towers and stuff, or you can just watch Dave.
Dave, that's it. Just watch Dave. I TV, so we kind of refuse to pay for it, if you know what I mean. We've got a Sky, but it's only like a sort of basic package, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
Well, the thing is, I've got
mean.
Sky Movies, so you get Netflix free. So.
Right. I mean, we can get Netflix, but again, we'd have to pay for it. And I presume you've got Amazon Prime, aren't you?
Yeah. But to be honest, I must be their worst customer because I use it. I use Prime all the time. I use like Prime literally about a couple of times a week, so it's free shipping. So it must cost them a fortune with me being a member. And I do watch obviously Amazon. I do Amazon Music. I've got the audiobook thing free and all the rest of it. So.
Right. I'm jumping about a bit here, but I'm actually going to build the back page.
What's that?
The weapons and tanks and stuff, because I've got no idea where I am.
Well, I've just been round and rescribing. I'll show mine.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Literally, I've just been in here and tidied up all my joins and my lines and rescribed them all in a bit, just to make them a little bit nicer. A bit round the back end, up the top here because I got filler and everything. So that's what I've been doing. Just getting in here, following the panel lines,
What, just cleaning them out?
just cleaning them out, and then obviously I've been putting in the ones at the rear, just using the old push technique. So I just put this one back in up here,
Yeah.
and then the other one in here. So it's easier to push this thing than it is to pull it when you're in tight
is.
areas.
Yeah. Which one's that? Number 1.
Yeah, I like number 1 for pushing.
Don't you think that blade's too thick though? I prefer number 2 blade.
Yeah,
number
I know what you
1
mean.
Striver.
I tell you what, I've had problems with. You know the number 3, the really long one.
Yes.
If you try and push this one, it takes off because
Oh.
it's a thinner blade. It's a lot thinner blade. Like
Yeah.
you can probably see the difference in these. One's
yeah.
really chunky, the other one's really slinky. So I find that because it's thicker, it's harder to push through. So it's quite nice, controllable. But
Yeah.
the 3, if you try and push with it, I was using it on the Sabre and it took off on me. I ended up putting in another a mystery panel line. So
Right,
yeah.
fair enough.
But this one I
It is.
prefer for dragging. This one's great for dragging. It's my
Yeah.
go-to dragging one. I think it's absolutely fantastic. But I used to like it originally because it's bigger in the hand. And I
Yeah.
felt it's nicer to hold on to this thing and just generally because it's workable. Where this one's a little bit short and wiggly. But I find this one, because it's thicker, it just gives me a little bit more control. I don't seem to zip off with it as much using the push.
Yeah. Have you got the number 2 one then?
Yeah. Where is it? Oh, I've got it out somewhere. There's number 2. Oh, I might have it out somewhere actually. Thinking, oh no, here he is. So yeah, there we go. So that's the main
it.
gift. Eh?
Do you know, like, just put your, yeah.
Hold on.
Do you know, like, the number 1?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the top where you can sort of put your finger in the,
What, that bit?
yes.
Yeah.
Why the other 2 not got them? Because that gives you a lot more control.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Thing is, the biggest difference between the 2 is that the number 2 is a lot thinner. If you look at the
Yes.
thickness of that,
Yeah, yeah.
and you can see it on there. It's almost a third
Oh,
thinner.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
And then this one is the same as the number 2.
Yeah.
If I can get them all to stand up next to each other. Slinky little gits. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Something.
Oh, look, quick.
That's
There you
it.
go.
So there you go. But this one actually may be a little bit thinner than this one
I
even.
think it is looking at it. No, not a lot, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I prefer the hook bit on the number 1 for scribing.
Yeah.
It's a lot cleaner and sharper, I think, than the number 2.
Yeah, because that hook is very similar, isn't it, on the 3?
Yeah.
It's sort of gone back to that design.
Yeah.
The same template, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly the same. Yeah, I prefer this hook. It seems to have a sharper bit.
It seems to be easy to control. That one seems a bit. Yeah.
This one I've had the longest, to be honest, so it's probably blunting it out now, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
Anyway, they're really a good handy tool. But,
they are
right, I'll tell you what.
highly recommended.
Is anybody in chat? Because I can't see it.
Yes, we're saying maybe Yoda and the female Yoda felt more than the Force and went somewhere. Possibly.
Could be.
Season 4 of Expanse. I haven't actually seen season 3 when it moved over to Amazon. Even though I've got it, I've never watched it. So I need to see that one. I need to catch up on that. David says, I was wondering if it was okay to use enamel, Tamiya enamel thinners to clean your airbrush after using AK Extreme Metals. No, don't, David. It's not an enamel. That's the thing to remember, that the Extreme Metals is not. As we were saying before, whatever I've done with them all.
It's weird.
They do their own cleaner and thinner for it, which is this one. Okay, which is good
Extreme.
stuff. It's extreme, but it's not
Extreme.
what you think. It's. I don't know what it is. They won't tell me what it is, and I have asked them. They just say it's a hybrid. So it's like.
Don't it say on the label?
Well, this is the thing. When you read the label, it says, and I quote, high quality airbrush cleaner for extreme metals can be used in all over of our colour metallic ranges for other purposes like cleaning of tools, diluting of putty, or with any paint with the same base components.
Is that acetone then?
Well,
I'm thinking with the putty.
no, it doesn't smell like it's.
Huh?
It's got that you know those sweets, we've said about it before.
What, pear drops?
Pear drops, yeah, it smells of pear drops.
Right.
So what's that smell mean?
It's not good for you.
But it does, it smells like pear drops. So
it rots your brain cells. Ooh, back.
Sorry, Gary, did we miss some messages?
Have we missed messages?
Hold on, let me go back, try and find it. The thing is, this thing moves all the time, so if I can't see it. So, Gary says, hi Matt, when will you be getting the Rifle model Shermans back in?
I've got to go and see said supplier next week.
Right, okay.
So I will find out when he's getting, if he's got any in or when he's getting a restock. So, yeah, like I say, I'll find out next week. I'm either going Monday or Tuesday to go and see him. So, so I'll know then. And if he's got any, because they are a good stock item, I'll probably pick a couple up for stock. So.
Yes. Gary, don't take it personally. If you don't get read out, just type it again. It moves up on us all the time. So
yeah, I mean, I can't see it, to be honest. I've not got a chat on, so.
Yeah. So, am I going to build anything Rifle models? I am. I'm going to build the Abrams.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I've got one here. I haven't got one of those here. I've got the main one, but I quite fancy having to go at a Rifle models kit because I've never built one.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
So I'm thinking that, could be the future.
What, Rifle?
I'm not thinking about doing the one with the entire engine and everything. I'm just thinking about building a Sherman, but I quite fancy having to go at a Rifle one. So I have said it before that if I was going to have a go at one, that's the one I'd like to do. Also, it's a little bit of a homage because it's one of the few ones that I did an Abrams, a Tamiya one, in the 90s, and that's the last time I've done an Abrams. So it might be time to do another one.
Definite.
You never know. So that's the plan. That's the plan. If we ever get that far, it'll be all right. So, what colour is the intakes and things on a Buccaneer? Where's my book?
Where's your book? I was saying, asking on the person you've got.
That's my book. Oh, looks like they're white. Or it'll be a very, very pale grey. So, there's the walk aroundy bit. There it is. So, just so everyone can share in this. There we go. So, plan of action is, because obviously I've already put mine together, which is somewhat of a problem.
I've left mine off. You on about these?
Yes.
Where have we got there? Them. I've left mine off because I want to do that silver bit as well around the front before I put them on because you can't mask it.
Right.
So yes, that's why mine's there.
I've got a cunning plan for that.
Have you? What's that?
Use the old Molotov pen and draw it in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought of that, to be honest. Good thinking.
That's the plan for that one. If it works or not, different matter.
Yeah.
So yes, so what I might try and do is pop this down there. David says, Bill, I'd like to get a mug, however I have to wait. No problem, David. I will put you back. Steve just come in the chat. If you're watching, Steve, your mug went out today. In fact, it was the last one I did before I came in here. So there we go. That is literally winging its way to you as we speak. I'll update the tracking for all the mugs and everything else like that literally probably tomorrow because there's going to be hundreds. So talk about the Flory effect. In fact, I might take the camera with me down to the unit tomorrow. You can see what an utter dump it is in there with just boxes and stuff everywhere. So yes, it's a bit chaotic in there to say the least. Right, so if I was to do something like this, I'm thinking a little bit of dark iron down the back. So I could either let the capillary action do the work and do the white first, Or do we try and do the white afterwards?
I don't know.
Decisions. I'm thinking we're going to spray it, and then we're going to do capillary action down in there, and we'll try and be really clever. So is that flat? A flat white, that's what we want. So we're going to use a bit of Tamiya LP4. Well, that's handy for you.
What?
David, he said you can get a lot of stuff now in the Philippines. When he was first there's no model shops.
Alright, okay.
But now there is. So, good. Just let that vent a sec. Okay, so Steve says, thanks Bill, I have a question. I have a new bottle of Tamiya X22 clear and it's gone sample yellow. I've never had this happen before. Any ideas? The sun.
Yeah.
Probably. Daylight. Don't forget, all paints absolutely hate daylight. You know, I'm a little bit of a mushroom in here because there's not actually direct sunlight, and I don't know how much ultraviolet light these things actually let off. So I think that's probably why I don't have problems with it. But X22, have I got a bottle? No, I haven't. But yeah, it's one of those things. You want to keep those types out of the light, and they will naturally go yellow anyway. As I say, I think we've had this conversation before, but they say yellow is one of the strongest pigments in nature. You only need apparently 1 part in a billion and it'll turn things yellow. That's why things yellow. And so it is that thing, like ultraviolet light breaks down paint, and then obviously the yellow pigment comes through because it's present in it anyway. And but the thing is, we've often spoken about, whose is it? Hitaka, classic example.
Yeah, it is yellow.
They have, theirs here is a classic example of it. It proper looks like a sample, you know. So I've showed them to our mate Lucas at Hitaka and showed him this and said, look, is this right? And he was like, no, that's normal. I don't know if it's gone any more yellow than that, but the thing is, I think like Matt would agree, once you spray this, it's not going to turn anything yellow because it's too thin.
Yeah, you know, it's alright once you put it through an airbrush, it'll be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had
lacquer.
proper car lacquers that's yellow and you put it on and it's crystal clear. It's just because of the build-up of it, you know, how it looks, it's fine.
Yeah. So
it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Just go for it. You'll be absolutely fine. As I say, it doesn't have to be in direct sunlight. It's just normal light.
Yeah.
Ultraviolet light. It bounces everywhere. Obviously, it's stronger if you're in the sun. Like leave it in the sun, it will yellow. Classic example, years and years ago, if you go back through the eons of time, when I lived in Torquay, I used to have an F4 Phantom in flight on my windowsill, and I showed it on camera because I took it off. I left it up there for 1 year and then brought it down, and then when you looked at one side of it, it looked absolutely fine until you looked at the other, because what happened was it was like light gold grey and white, and it was perfect, the size that wasn't in the sunlight, but then if you turned it round, the white had all gone to basically like, well, it was more like a grey, a yellowy grey colour, and then the strange thing was that the light gold grey, which is like it's like a browny grey colour, had actually almost turned white, where it had bleached it out, and you had a proper line down the middle because the sun, just the way it came round, would always catch it in the afternoon. So that was the trouble with it. But honestly, I don't think you'll have a problem. You should be absolutely fine. If it's a brand new bottle though, and you've just bought it, then it might be worth popping it back to where you bought it from and saying, this one's got a bit yellow, because their stuff traditionally is always clear. So yeah. They don't usually sell them as yellow, whereas Hitaka, because I called them out on it, I was like, is this normal? Is this correct? They were like, no, all their clears are yellowy colour. So, so yes. So Steve says it's not sunlight, question mark. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be direct sunlight. It just be in light, because it's the ultraviolet waves bouncing round. Or it might be if you've got lights like these. You know, I don't know what these give off, if they're ultraviolet protected or they're not. So right, what I'm going to do is just spray a little bit of white just in here. And it's only a little bit, so I'm not going to bother masking up. But I will hit the old extractor.
And breathe.
And breathe. Hold your breath. Sorted. Jan says, "Si, can't watch The Expanse here in the Netherlands. Got to make sure with The Mandalorian then." Here is one. Can you use Mr. Colour leveling thinners with Tester's lacquer dull coat? I would have thought so.
Yeah. Lacquer, innit?
Yeah, it's lacquers with lacquer. Works even better.
Yeah, should be fine.
Yeah, should be absolutely fine with that one. Might need a couple of coats of that. It's always the trouble when you spray inside something like that, though, is getting it to dry. It takes forever. Let's make sure we're okay. Hobbycraft Black Friday sale. Ooh, who's having a sale? Thing is, with the Black Friday sale, it used to be one day, wouldn't it? Now it's like 3 weeks.
It's like Christmas. Starts at Easter. Oh, okay. Right. Your cockpit.
Yes.
You put this bit on.
Yes.
The cowl.
Yes.
This gap.
Yes.
Is that covered with the windscreen?
Yes.
Definite.
Oh, hold on. I haven't got a gap.
I've got a frigging massive gap, but mine's thingied up.
Hold on. Come in, come in, come in. Right, you see me?
Look at that, look.
Hold on. I ain't got a gap.
Oh. Why have I got a gap?
Oh, look at yours. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, there's a thing covers it. There's a thing goes over the top of it. Look at mine. You got
Yeah,
like a combing?
Look, I've got that. Look, the cover
Yeah.
that goes like that. The whatever, and then it's got a gap. Now, is that covered with the windscreen?
I don't know. I ain't got a gap.
Okay.
Does that mean mine's in the wrong place or yours?
I have no idea because that all went together really well.
Well, put it this way: the windscreen doesn't have a notch in it, so for a tab.
No. There's a gap there for whatever reason. Let's see, shut the thing now. So that fits on there. Interesting.
Peter says it's 1 a.m. in Melbourne and 28 degrees. Jesus.
God.
God. You want to come over here? It's nice and cold and wet.
It's like 2 degrees.
Yeah, that's it. Phil, is there going to be a Christmas auction this year?
Yes.
Yes. We were discussing it not so long ago.
Yeah, literally.
Yes, we were just talking about that. So yes, there will be. Now it's a month of Black Friday sales every day. It is terrible, isn't it? Phil, just realised that I have used it and maybe it's contaminated it, but I don't know what with.
Yes.
Ooh, I have another bottle that's almost gone and is fine. I don't know what you would have... Unless you had something on your brush, and that's what we're saying. Yellow is such a strong thing.
I can categorically say scalpels are sharp.
Have you just cut yourself?
Shall look, you see.
That's why I used one of these.
I've just scratched myself.
Not only are they not quite as sharp, but I can't kill myself with one of them because it's only got this bit that comes out at the end.
Flesh wound. Bugger. I only just nicked myself with it as well. Look at that. Bugger.
Yeah, David says it's 11:02 p.m. and 30 degrees in the Philippines. See, that's why you need to live somewhere with a temperate climate.
Not like here. Excuse me, my blood everywhere.
See, look, he's giving blood.
Yeah, I'm not. One good thing about scalpels, though, when they do cut you, they're that clean that they don't hurt.
Yeah, that's the trouble. You don't know you've done it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I've just known I've done that. Look, bloody hell, it's not going to stop bleeding that line.
That'd be good, David. Come over for Telford weekend. Make an entire thing out of it.
Yeah, bring your warm gear and...
Yeah, you will need some thermals.
And an umbrella.
Like my car was frozen, well, they all were all frozen solid, weren't they, on the Sunday morning?
Yeah, that makes a change though, because normally it is absolutely raining. It didn't this year, did it?
No, it was dry the entire weekend.
Well, it was there, it weren't here.
Yeah, it wasn't in Doncaster, it was on the ground, but it was alright over there.
Yeah, no, it was okay actually.
Look, I don't have a stash as it is. What's left in my stash is staying. I've got plans for all my stash.
Hey, until I get my hands on it.
Yeah, until he gets his bloody hands on it and it disappears. So yes.
But I'll be here, not down there, so...
Yeah.
So
Phil, last year the weekend turkey shoot ran from Friday morning to Sunday evening. Is still that the case this year? Did we run it on the Friday as well last year? I thought we did it as a weekend last year.
No, it's on Friday you did it.
Is it?
It's next weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, that soon.
Well, we could do Friday evening next week. If people would like to do it that one. Start Friday evening maybe? I don't know. I'll have to check with the team. I thought we might try and do it more as a weekend. But guys, you can start it any time you like on the Friday then. If guys want to start it on the Friday just for the live shows.
Why don't we go back a bit old school, right? Start it on Thursday night when we do the live show.
Yeah.
And then carry on over the weekend.
Yeah, we can do that.
Or if you want to, I was going to say, if you want to do the Friday night, depends what you're building as well, doesn't it? I'm going to try one of them Forces of Valor kits.
Right.
That's what I want to do.
Don't forget, Nathan's given us some kits to
leave
build.
Yeah, but that's not going to take long, is it? Might do it. We have got to rig them.
I know, mine doesn't have rigging. I've got a submarine.
I have.
What, you're going to rig the sub?
Submarines have rigging. Yeah, it's called invisible thread.
Invisible thread, yeah, it will be invisible in that scale.
Literally, I know.
So yes, we could do that one then. We could start it Thursday evening, and then just normal on the... we could do like a Friday afternoon-ish if you wanted to. And then do a full-on weekend with it, because I've cleared the weekend for it.
Yeah, well, I think
But I might get nagged at for going right the way through. So yes, well, we can talk about it tomorrow night on the live show. Check with the team, see what everyone's doing.
Yeah, when they can do it.
Yes. I'll check my diary.
John can't do it because it's his weekend to work.
Oh, is it? Well, he's a postman. He only does like 2 hours a day, doesn't he?
I don't know because it's all the election stuff, isn't it? And Christmas.
Oh, right.
It's his busiest time. So he's rather busy, but you know, the others should be up for it. It's a masking thing.
Yeah, what you need to do, right, Matt, is put some super glue in that cut and then some kicker.
Well, what I was going to do was get some cellulose thinners and clean it. You know, sterilise it.
You need some rapid thinners in that.
It stings for a split second, but it does stop the bleeding.
So it does when you set fire to your finger when you weld it up.
Oh god, yeah. Done that a few times. Alright, makeshift plaster with a bit of frog tape.
Have we got the accident book handy?
Leslie's gone. I'll report to her tomorrow. Right, I'm gonna get this front end on because it's proper annoying me now. Super glue, super glue. Wow, it's dark. I'm past 3 already.
I know. Just try and get another bit in here. Here we go. Intakes piece of cake. Right. That's why I'm probably getting ill. Oh look, how much we got left? £24 on the card left from the post office. Bearing in mind there was 680 on it this morning.
Jesus.
See everyone, and you wonder where the money goes.
Yeah, and why we don't do free postage?
Yeah.
Not with type or anything, it's just expensive.
Yeah.
God, that's ridiculous though, isn't it? That's scary.
It is.
It's good though.
All good, I've got my receipt. It's alright. You need me VAT receipt from a certain company, they've just mailed it over. Bless them. So I don't get nagged out from the accountant.
Nobody likes to get nagged at from an accountant, trust
No,
me.
that's it. Like, who would marry one?
God knows.
Yeah, I don't know that yet. I don't think it's dry enough to attempt that. Otherwise it's just going to leach into each other.
What, you painted it in?
Well, I've done some lacquer white just down in there,
Yeah.
and it's all right, but I've still got the seam, and it has filled it. But I'm just worried about. I was going to do the old capillary action job to do the fan blades at the back,
Right.
but it's still a bit wet in there, and I'm worried about it working its way back out. So I need to let that dry a bit, I feel. What I could do though is mask up my canopy. Have you bought a mask set for it yet?
No, they're not in stock,
Oh,
which I think is just rude.
just wrong.
It is. Every level, it's wrong.
Yes, that's how we can fix the NHS, by using modelling products. I agree.
And masking tape as plasters.
Yeah, that's it. It's like Tam's last week, right? Cut her finger at work. So
Yeah.
she's like, "Have we got a plaster?" And they're like, "No."
Yeah.
And it's like, how can you not have a plaster there? You work in A&E, for Christ's sake. They don't have plasters because they strap people properly up. Don't use a plaster. So she had to go off to a ward and go and get a plaster.
That's just.
I said, don't you have like, you know, a thingy, you know, what do you call it, first aid kit?
First aid kit. No.
So she's like, with what? An eye patch and a sling in it? Not really.
That's just ridiculous,
So
isn't
it's
it?
like, honestly, in your place, you haven't actually got a plaster. So it's, no, we had to go off to a ward and get a plaster.
And didn't she have to get fully assessed to make sure she, needs the plaster?
Yeah, that's it. Do, 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 do. Right.
No, I forgot to do something. Forgot to put the flaps on.
Yeah, that might help. If they're like mine, you'll have one side fits perfectly and the other won't.
We'll soon find out in a minute. We discussed there was supposed to be a little bit of a droop.
Yes, yeah, they do hang down a bit. I've got mine about 45.
Because you had to sort your seam line out then, I take it.
Yes.
I'll have to do that then before fitting.
So it is the way now. I'm asking the canopy about doing the lovely thick white putty.
Do what?
Well, they use that white sealant, don't they, around the window?
Yes.
So it's like, it looks proper white on all the photos of this here. So I'm thinking what I might do. I'll put it in afterwards though. Well, it's not that I'm a raving alcoholic, but all my sharps do go in a spare can. If you're ever wondering why I always have a can in shop.
Has anybody got back to us on chat about this SB black cement yet? Or does nobody know what it
Don't think anyone knows what it is.
Mm. Actually, these don't fit that bad, my flaps. Well, this one don't anyway.
Yeah, I had, to be honest, my port one was fine, starboard for some reason. Had a little bit of trouble with that. PS stands for super black. Sorry, SB stands for super black. According to the Google. Mainly used for Gundam models.
But it's SP.
All right.
It's SPB.
This is the black version of MC311 Cement SP. The excess will be more visible and easy to remove than ordinary super fast adhesive solutions, as the solution is black without damaging the surface. Super Power Black SPB.
Oh, super power black, is it? So how do you clean it then?
Well, my point is, if you're doing a white model,
Yeah.
and you've just filled it up with, black, surely that's going to show right the way through the seam.
I don't know.
I haven't got any.
What?
They're saying try it. I said I haven't got any.
I have, but I can't try it. It's a new bottom.
Yes, it's stock.
Stock, yeah.
Anybody want to buy a used bottle?
I'd have to pay for it. Once again, I'll get shouted at by the accountant. So this Mandalorian program, who plays the Mandalorian? Do we know him? Is he famous or is he nobody?
I don't think he's that well known. I've never seen him before.
Mind you, you're not going to see much of him if he's got his helmet on, are you?
Well, this is true.
Anybody could play him. It's CGI'd up then.
No, it's all practical effects.
Oh,
Well,
right.
apart from Yoda floating around in a shopping jobby. In a pram.
In what, in the trolley?
No, he's got his little baby carrier thing he's floating around in.
You're one of the disability wagons. Is that angle enough for these flaps then? Because I've got no idea. Look. Is that enough or do they need to be?
Yeah, it's about right. All the photos I've got, they're hanging at about 45 degrees.
Yeah. I'll leave mine at that. Did you put that pipe work in the wheelbase?
Yeah,
You painted it?
yeah. Well, I haven't painted it. It's all the same colour. It's like a grey inside.
No, they're 53.
Oh well, yeah, but you can hand paint them in afterwards.
Yeah. 53's got metal in it. Is it? In all
In theirs, yeah, it is. It's gunmetal. It's just their standard metally colour in it.
Yes, I'll have to put mine in and paint it after. Quicker. Quicker and easier. Right, where are they? What number do we want?
Do, do, do. Do 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 do. So that's me thing. See, who needs a mask set? He's gay.
Is anything happening in chat?
It's the guy who played who? Oberyn Martell in Game of Thrones. Thing is, I don't know any actor's name, so or who they are anyway.
I've never seen Game of Thrones, so I've got no idea.
In number 1, he has it helmet, it comes off. Oh, well, there you go. You see.
Does he speak with a New Zealand accent then?
Pedro Pascal, apparently.
Oh right. Is that his name? Is it?
Yep.
Oh, never heard of him.
Because the thing is, the Mandalorians' planet, they left their planet. If you go back to the old books and all the rest of it.
Right. So he's not a clone?
No. No, he's not one of the clones.
No. Right, okay.
Or as far as I know, who knows?
Who knows?
Thing is, it's been Disney-fied probably. You know what they're like.
Yeah. He'll be singing Let It Go at the
Yeah,
end.
that's it. Have you got to go off and see part 2 of that?
No, Leslie has though. I got out of it. There's no way I'm going to watch that. I can't stand Disney stuff as it is. I think the only Disney film I've seen 2, I think, properly at the pictures when I was a kid, and one was Bedknobs and Broomsticks, and the other one was 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
And Bedknobs and Broomsticks, I quite like. I'll be honest with that. But oh no, obviously I've had to watch a few with Lydia, but no, it's not my idea of a fun time out. I don't think I'm going to see that. It would be absolutely packed as well, wouldn't it?
Oh god, yeah.
I think it's just cashing in, that one.
Roger says, just got in. I see you masking the canopy, but what have you left to paint on it? See you cutting small strips. What, canopy wise? No, I'm literally just masking up, doing that bit, just doing the front. So we've just got this one going in, and then plane wise, she's just literally all ready. So what I'm going to do is obviously get these installed and in. The rear one I have as an open fit, but yeah, I'm literally just masking up these bits just so we can get it all sealed up. Probably what I'll do is off camera give it a coat of primer.
Yeah, that's my plan. I think I'll take it back and give it a coat of primer at home.
Yeah, and then next week what we'll do is we'll actually start on the paintwork of it.
Yeah, because I'm going to bring the compressor down and move this extractor over.
Yeah.
So I might have to mute my camera.
Yeah.
You know, but mic'd off the camera, but at least then I can just spray in. So
Cool.
I think that'll be a cunning plan.
Yes.
See if we can get them pushed on and finished before Christmas.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, mine's not far off now, to be honest. I'm going to do these things. I might do them tonight actually when I get back. Just paint them white in there and get them covers on. Bit of seam checking, and I think we're about there with it, to be honest. You done your undercarriage yet?
No.
It's a bit of a pain actually looking at it, isn't it? Because if they've split it, it's going to leave a right nasty seam, but you've got to actually attach the wheels as well, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, they do look a bit of a mess. This windscreen wiper is a pain in the ass. Like, who fits windscreen wipers to aircraft?
Rest hook. Got your rest hook and that in now then?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't put the hook in. I've just got all that back ends all in though. Yeah, same as you've done. I haven't actually put the hook in.
Oh right, you're doing it after?
Well, I thought I might do.
You know what colour it is? Because it don't call out, it's a different colour. Don't know. Alright, okay.
How does she look on the real thing? So, I think we're going to be inclined to actually paint this. Just mask the lot and freaking paint it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. What, the wiper?
Yeah, just mask over it and then paint it in afterwards because it's clear underneath it. And when you look at a picture of the real thing, like this, you can see, if I go close, you know, it's just, yeah, we can just pop it afterwards.
I presume that's for getting rid of the sea mist.
Yes, or seagull shit. So I've trimmed mine like that at the moment, and it's like, yeah, but I think probably just going to cover over that bit down there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, just do the lot and then just paint it in carefully after and scrape clean it if needs be to tidy it up.
Yes.
Yes. Does it come with washer jets?
I don't know. Yeah, it's got little jets. That's what it needs.
Yeah. Right. So I'll put that to one side because that's pretty much ready for primering up. Don't forget to mask out your wingtip lights.
Yes, they're up next. So there we go, that'll go with that one. So we've done back bit and front. So in theory, moment of truth. Oh, front canopy fits perfectly. Happy with that?
Happy with that?
Yeah. Rear. Oh, there's a little bit of spread problem with the rear.
What do
A
you
little
mean?
bit wedgy in there. It'll go, but you just have to push it down a little bit.
Right.
Got an ejector seat canopy look. Yeah, it's a bit tight with both on there. I think it'll go.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have mine slid back anyway.
Slide it back then. So it slides back alright anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's fine.
You're gonna
Yeah,
scratch
when you
it
get
up.
here, it's getting a bit pinchy.
Are you going to scratch build all the runners?
No.
I didn't think you would.
But yeah, so, but anyway, I can close it up for painting purposes. So yeah, here would be good.
So have you painted your cowling at the front then, or is that just still plastic?
No, it's just grey. Yeah, I'll paint all that black in it. I think on these it's just black.
No, it says grey on the thing.
Well, I'm looking at one here and it looks bloody black to me, look.
Yeah, well, I would have thought it was black.
That's definitely black.
Well, yeah, perhaps I've misread the instructions. I'd have thought it would have been black.
But there's another one there, look, that's definitely black. That's...
165 satin black, in it.
Oh, right. See, it's getting used to using the old Humbrol colours again.
I know. Proper old school, isn't it? Going back to Umbro. So yeah. So it's what choice of underwing gear it's having?
Yes.
Where am I? So what did we decide for underwing stalls?
Well, I've already holed mine out for the actual slipper tanks.
Yeah, well, I've got them lot. Have I got the same as you? No.
No, you haven't. You've just done the wing tanks. I haven't done the outers.
You haven't done the outers?
Yeah, you've just done this one, haven't you? Which...
I've just done them, yeah, because that's the
pitot thing, isn't it?
Refueling probe, is it, or something?
Something like that.
Is that a pitot? Yeah, because refueling
pitot on that
isn't
one.
it? Yeah, the pitot for that one. So I've already got them then.
Yeah. So I was going to do slipper tanks.
So I could either put bombs there.
Yeah.
Oh no, hold on a minute. No, I can't.
You have the rocket pod one, is it?
Yeah, I ain't even got tanks on mine because I haven't done the mould.
You could probably put a light through it.
Which can look really.
It'll work. Oh.
I don't know if you can see through it.
No.
No, you can't. Because you've done yours on the inner, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, bugger.
I can tell you where they are. You could probably just fudge it by looking at it, because it's
I'm
not
just
that.
looking.
It's literally quite straightforward to see where they are. If I go full screen, see, you could probably just, because you can work out where they are. Look.
Yeah. Yeah, they're about, one's about here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give or take, is it? And then mark up the front where that little dot is, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just in front. It's about the 2 o'clock position of that dot.
Yeah. Not a problem anyway. I'll just leave it with its rocket. To be honest with you, I reckon anyway, you know, when you've built them, you could position them and just glue them in place without actually needing the locators.
No.
Because looking at how they sit, they'll be 99% in the right place, so might do that. Right, so I need to build that. What number are they? C.
Right, so.
Excuse me.
You know these lights on this wingtip thing?
Yeah.
Well, when you look at all the references of them, they don't have any.
Oh, right, okay. So why has it got clear?
I don't know. It has the tiniest little ones on the front, but there's nothing on the back end, unless I'm missing something here. Because I thought it was like a slime line type thing, but they have a tiny little light. If you can see it, if I just go smaller screen. You've got tiny little light, right, there we go, just on the front there. But there's nothing down on the back of it, and there's not like a big band. And when you look at this one up here, just got a tiny one there.
That is tiny.
And it's a tiny one on the front here.
Yeah.
And I can't actually see, because this thing back here, which it's got there, I don't know, it looks like slots to me. It's like puffer jets on a Harrier.
So basically it's that tiny little bit at the front.
Yeah.
They've moulded
an entire piece in clear just for that.
Oh, okay. Be some logic behind it.
I'm sure. Somewhere. If that's the case, I'll just sand clean it afterwards and put a dollop on it.
Yeah. Interesting, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, okay.
It's really odd, that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers, Steve. Have a good one.
Aye.
Right. Pop these slippery tanks together.
You are doing.
Getting a bit chilly.
Need a beanie hat on.
Yeah. I might have to boost the heating. God, that's a bit in depth. 3 parts for a slipper tank. Jesus.
That's what I'm just thinking. They're a bit furry, so
Right.
you're going to have to clean them up to get a decent fit.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Have you not, Chris? Apparently the Buccaneer isn't out for sale in the US yet.
Isn't it? Can't see it being a massive seller out there, can you?
No.
See that Spitfire's out.
Yes.
Or what you get? What's it called out of Iron Maiden? That character, Eddie.
Eddie.
Yeah. Bizarre.
The completed sprue. Off for recycling.
Okay. That's a bizarre way of doing it, and there you go.
What's that? Well, the slip tank. That's what I'm on now.
Yeah. The reason behind it.
Never mind. We'll get our pram jet on soon and grill him. I'm wondering if they're going to allow Airfix, are going to allow him down here, or if he's going to be like one of the Formula One drivers, you know, when they talk in the paddock and they have their chaperone with them.
I'm just thinking he'll be corporate clothing up.
Yeah.
That's how it normally happens, isn't it, with them?
Yeah. He's like, we are the official user of Airfix uses our Sanders.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
You see?
Do you get any kickback from it?
No, because I charge them for it, clearly, but I have to do them a receipt.
Okay. What's this for? The test builders?
I don't know, but they do actually buy from us, which is weird. I think a little odd, but see, just goes to show.
Yeah. I'll go buy the best, eh?
That's it. David says he misses the snow and ice and the cold.
Where?
Well, he would go to the Philippines, wouldn't he?
Where? I can safely say I wouldn't. I do not like winter and being cold.
What a fucking ball ache these things are.
Yeah, they're not the easiest things to put together,
Why
are
would
they?
they do it like that? It's not that complex a shape. My lord. And how are you supposed to glue it without gluing your fingers to it?
Exactly.
Oh well. Oh, sorry, I misread it. He says he doesn't miss the snow and ice. I actually quite like the cold sometimes because it's nice. Because the good thing with the cold is you can just like actually put on a jumper or you turn your heating up. But when you're too hot, you can't do much about that. Because you're hot, you know? It's very difficult to get cool unless you've got air conditioning and all the rest of it.
You can jump in your nice swimming pool with your cocktail.
Yeah, but that's great if you've got a nice swimming pool.
But if it's hot, wouldn't you?
Yeah, if you've got that. But I'm just saying, if you haven't, it's very hard to get cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
And
yeah.
if you're a bit like me with my condition,
Yes.
it is a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I'm like, I'm melting, help.
Yeah.
I'm like a snowman, me.
I think we're going away February half term next year.
Are you?
Well, we missed out the October one, didn't we?
Yeah.
So the plan is we're going away Feb for half term to somewhere half decent.
Somewhere exotic.
Well, not really, Lanzarote probably. Something like that. So no, it won't be exotic, but it'll be warmer than here.
Yeah.
But that scenario, because if it is quite nice over there, and then obviously you go in, it's when you're coming back.
Yeah.
And you're used to the hot weather, and then it's wet, cold, miserable here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I remember coming back from the Dominican many years ago, and it was like, you know, leaving there, it was something like, I don't know, 35 degrees or whatever it was, and getting out at Gatwick at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it was snowing.
yeah.
It's like, how surreal.
And you're still in your flip flops and
Yeah,
shorts.
that's it. There you are in a, like, you know, nice little cotton shirt.
That's going to be the.
And the car's on the far side of the car park, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's like vice versa. You come, leave the UK and it's pissing down with rain and freezing cold, and you always get that blast of hot air when they open up the doors on the plane. It's like
That is nice though.
Yeah.
You know you've arrived.
Mind you, we had fantastic weather when we was over in Thingy, wasn't it? When we went to Hungary.
Yeah, Mossen.
Into Mossen.
God, that was boiling, wasn't it?
Proper hot that was.
Yeah, freaky weather for them.
Yeah.
See what next year brings.
Yes.
Big hat, scarf, coat. Right, I've got that tank together.
I'm trying it both ways of putting the tank together. I've tried one half putting the bottom halves in.
Yeah.
And then this other one, I'm trying it the other way just to see if there's a better way of doing it. Both are crap.
I was going to say, it's going to make any difference, is it?
So you can't even hold it. There's nowhere to frickin' hold the thing.
Have you heard it from Kareem?
No. All quiet there. Seems to be doing all right.
Good.
Yes, Patricia Ann wants to go to the States and play in the snow. Yes.
That novelty will wear off very fast.
Yeah. And look, he's got the air conditioning on the coldest setting. Very nice. Don't do it, you're killing the planet.
Thing is, don't they have really high humidity where
Yeah. I think that's the thing that kills me. Heat isn't so much the problem, it's humidity.
Yeah.
Because I was over in Vegas years ago when they had their hottest spell ever, and it was like 40 odd degrees, but there's no humidity, so you don't sweat. So actually, it's just nice and pleasantly warm instead of sweating your tits off, so to speak. Okay, Roger says, would you say the cold affects glue setting? My props fell off in a cold shed. Must put the heating on. I don't know about glues. Paint definitely will be affected by the temperature, as Matt would well know.
Yes.
You can't paint in cold temperatures, it doesn't like it.
Oh, you can, but...
It doesn't like it.
You don't like it, you just, it's just a waste of time. I don't know, most things are actually made to work in certain, a minimum and maximum temperature, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
It could be, to be honest, I don't know.
I have to say, and I know we sell other glues, but I've been using recently, where is it? Oh, I've lost it. Bostik Super Glue. Only because I was out and I've been using this stuff. This stuff bloody lethal. I don't know if it's just because it's new, but seriously, this is just out of Hobby Company, Hobbyco, the retail shop one. And Hobbyco, that was it. I was in Hobbyco the other day and I was just getting some cardboard actually. And I grabbed a bottle of this because I'm out and my stuff that I've been using is crap. So, and this stuff, you've only got to go near it and you just super glue everything to it. It's got that pure instant grab and set all in one. And it's called Easy Flow. But it's dirt cheap, nothing special, and it just works. That's the thing, it just literally works.
Well, that's what you want with super glue, isn't it?
Well, you know what it's like, because I had that other stuff from, what's it called? I've thrown them away. Oh no, I've still got one here, which is really thick and gloopy, this one, which is that flexi stuff. But I think, like usual thing, because it's in a big bottle, within a couple of months of having it, it just goes off, and I'm putting things on, it's just not gripping. You
Yeah.
take your hand off, it just falls off, and it's like brilliant.
Yeah.
So I've had, this stuff I haven't used any kicker with this because it just grabs and does everything in one. But I stuck all the little tiny bits on the Sabre with it, and I got no fogging or anything else like that. Clearly not the canopy, but all the doors and everything. It's just tiny little bit of super glue, instant job, grab, done, no problem. Now I just put a little bit of extra thin behind it to weld it up.
Yeah. I'd say that's what you want with super glue. You want it to actually grip and
Just go and go. As I
Yeah.
said before, one of the best ones I used to like was Tamiya used to do their one and the little pen.
yeah.
I've spoken to Pete about it, but he won't bring it in because apparently it's a labelling issue.
Oh,
Usual thing with them, but it was really, really good because you do one click, you get one tiny little drip appears, and that's it. You don't over glue anything, and it used to grip and be fantastic, but you can't get it over it.
Yeah. So that's a good idea. I think I got something from B&Q like that,
Yeah,
and it was brilliant. Same sort of thing. You just weren't wasting glue. You know, we're
yeah.
like,
It literally gives you this tiny little drip, and you just touch it, and that's it. And you're not wasting the glue. And if I
Yeah.
remember rightly, it had like this, like a needle that it's so in the cap, so it didn't
Yeah.
block.
I mean, we've stocked this Sapper stuff.
Yeah, which I always use as well. Yeah,
But again, if you get any of the bigger ones, this is just like the 0.5 ounce one, or
Yeah.
14 gram. But the bigger ones just go to waste because you can't use it fast enough before, like I say, it goes off and then it doesn't work.
yeah.
So,
Well, I've tried both ways with these little slipper tanks, putting them together, and both of them are a pain in the ass. There's no easy fix with this one, guys. It's just a case of you have to do it.
yeah.
But it is a bit of a ball, like being a three-way split.
Oh, on my phone, what's going on?
What else we got? Matt, are you able to get the full range of Zucamori kits? Wondering if you can order me in a 132nd TA 152. Or should I hit eBay?
Ooh, the 152. I don't even know if that's not in production no more.
Is that the Fokker Wolf thing with long wings?
Yeah, the big one's not in production.
Ah, right.
So you'll be getting one off eBay. I'm pretty sure because I've asked our said supplier. We've had the 148th one in, but the 32nd one, I'm pretty sure he said it's not in production.
Right.
So, like I said, I'm going to see this man next week, so I can ask him.
Well, we can find out for you.
So I can find out, yeah. But I mean, if you're getting one off eBay, don't worry, get yourself one off eBay if you can, if you really want one, because I can't. Even if he does bring him in, it's when he gets them as well. You know, it depends how desperate you are. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm 100% sure it wasn't on the sheet that was coming in, because I did get like an email through what's coming in, and obviously the new, what everybody bought at the show,
Yeah.
the Ench, was there, and I think a new Phantom, is it?
Yeah, I think is they doing the S, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, it could be. Sure that weren't on it.
I saw a
so-
thing on there with the S when I was watching
Yeah.
Steve's video about it.
Right. Here we go, we're not far off each other now. Look, apart
So,
from.
how did your nose go on? All right.
Yeah,
So it was my cock up then.
yeah, no, fine. I've super glued it. I've got a. I haven't even got a step at the bottom. I'll put a bit of super glue over that seam, but. No, it's fine now. Sorry, I'm coming. There, no, that's all right.
Very
Not bad
good.
at all. Good coat of primer. I'm going to use the Guns Mr. Obby primer filler.
Right.
The 1000 surface primer, not the surfacer.
Right.
Does that make
Have
sense?
you got that to show?
Yeah, I can do that one. I've actually used it on another kit and it's very nice.
Yeah.
So yes, I don't know what the difference is between obviously the Mr. Surfacer
Yeah.
and the Mr.
Ooh.
Primer Surfacer.
Hold on, let me put you on full screen.
And then, there you go.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So what colour's the...
grey. Both grey.
It's a lighter grey though, isn't it?
Yeah, not a lot though, but they're both grey. I've actually used that. I've got some in the shed, so that's what I'm going to prime it up with.
Yeah.
And it's 50p different. But again, it's one of them Mr. Hobby products that really we could do with like a really good translation of what they're for. Because you know, I don't know. I don't know if this is a bit thicker or what. But yeah, anyway. Oh, froze up.
Yeah, it did. Went a bit jerky then.
No, I'm back.
You're all right. You're back. Cool.
I'm gonna hold on. Going back to me.
There he is.
So yes, I'm gonna get a coat of that.
Turn your light off.
Oh, hold on. Oh, turn that. I am.
Oh, I'm being interrogated. That's better.
I was nearly tempted to do what the Vallejo primer and the leveling thinner.
Right.
Well, it worked on Buster.
Yeah, he's all right. Look, he's here.
Or Little Buster, didn't
Mini
it?
Buster. He's fine.
You could try it on yours.
Oh, thanks. So I get the short straw.
Or your ammo.
Yeah, don't forget, I haven't got it. All I've got is the ammo, which is around somewhere. I moved it the other day, wherever it's gone.
I don't know, wherever it's in.
Yeah. I have got, to be honest, a couple of bottles of Steiner Res still.
Yeah.
But I'm not that brave.
Shall we play it safe?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was actually going to try the Vallejo stuff because I've got some and the AK primer, one or the other on the next armor kit. Because then it's not as it's it's not as critical. I will still sand it, but if not, I don't want it ripping off in sheets.
No, that's the thing.
So this will probably get, like I say, a coat of this.
Yes.
This stuff or some of that. So yes.
Well, I must admit, I did buy from you last time I was up. I've got a bottle of 500, which I was gonna decant into one of these.
Yeah.
And make up a ready mix, just ready to shake and go, of Mr. Surfacer with self-leveling thinners and do that. So this one's actually empty, and that's what that's for. So I was going to give that a whirl because I've got 1200s and things, but I thought I'd actually try this because I've never used the 500, and I don't know if it is just a case of it's a thinner mix or if the particles are bigger.
No, that's just thicker.
So yeah. Because obviously the 1200 is that, but what we were saying is it a case of that the 1200 has just got more thinners in it?
Yeah.
Or is the 500 particles actually slightly bigger?
I would say it's thinner.
It's just
the 1200, the 1000 and the 500.
Well, that's why I've got it, because I've got loads of 1200 here. I've got 3 bottles of 1200 because that's my standard one of mixing with self-leveling thinners and away we go. But I thought what I'd do is try a 500 just see if there's any difference. So I might try it with a 500 on this, and if this thing it's a little bit more filling some of the bits and pieces in, we know it's thicker, bigger. Trey. Hold on.
Plumbing doors rattling.
Yeah, it is. You can hear it down the camera. So.
But you know when you've opened 1000 or a 1200 and it gets old, it thickens up.
Yeah.
So that's obviously the solvent evaporating, isn't it?
Yes.
I can't see how the pigment's any different, if I'm honest. I just think it's how thin it is. So to me, it's like for value for money, you buy the 500 and then you take it out and thin it to what you want when you want it. So and then also you can brush it on, can't you, and sand it back and.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my theory. But I am curious to know what the difference is between Mr. Surfacer and Mr. Primer Surfacer when they're both 1000. So
yeah,
I don't know.
It might be just different colour.
Probably. I don't know.
50p cheaper.
50p, 50p difference.
Cool. Anyway, there we go. 4:05. Everyone still watching? Anybody still watching? I can't say how many people are watching these days because my screen's squished. I think there's about 20, 30 of you.
All right.
So,
Thank you for joining us.
Alan, your mugs went out because I remember seeing your name. Because to be honest, you almost got 4. Don't ask. It's complicated. For some reason, it printed your label twice, and I'm thinking, has he ordered 4? But you hadn't. So So it's okay. Anyway, we will be back with you tomorrow night, 7:30. Are you on?
Am I needed?
Yes.
I'll be on then.
There you go. So anyway, we will be back with you on there. I'm probably, to be honest, going to do a few mugs, get a few more of them out. And what I'll do is I'll do the review in the morning. So I'll get the review done in the morning. I'll finish off the Sabre in the morning as well. And then that way I'll be sort of sorted then and moving nicely on. But to be honest, I've got a pile of mugs to get out. So I want to get a few of them done and then go out tomorrow lunchtime. More post with my new post bag. All posh now. Anyway, thank you very much to everybody for joining us. If you're watching this as a recording and you're wondering why you've lost the first 5 minutes, come back in about an hour. It's rendering it. For some reason, it cuts off the first bit. I'm not sure why, but it does 2 hours live. And then when it's finished, it then keeps it at 2 hours and then, I don't know, puts the other bit on later on for some reason. So,
very odd.
Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, Matt.
No problem, thank you.
Pleasure as always. We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow night, obviously 7:30 for the live show, or if not, you'll catch me probably tomorrow afternoon when I've done the review, and I'll put that up for you as well. So till later, everybody. Happy modelling. Take care. Bye.
Bye.